Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's live episode of the Weekly Rewind. I am your host, Banks Lee. They call me the Professor of Theme Park Economics, and class is in session. Welcome, everyone, again to a live episode. Good to see everyone here. Hello, Nathan. I am doing very well. Thanks so much for asking. We are here live. Of course, it's been very rainy here in Florida the past week. Every single day it's been raining. I'm tired of the rain. I want to get back out to the theme parks, but didn't stop us this past week. We still have some fun stuff to talk about from all our social media channels from the past week. So why don't we go ahead and dive right in? Hello, Michael. Good to see you. Georgina. Always great to see you, too. So let's dive right into Twitter. Of course, you can find us over on Twitter at Attractions. Yes, Paul. Yes, thank you for stealing. We would like our weather back, please. Hello, Linda. All right, so starting off on Twitter here, shared this photo of a shirt on sale on the Kennedy Space Center gift shops. And I had no idea either that they call this logo the Meatball logo. I can see why they call it that, but I never knew that. A fun little tidbit there, that the NASA logo is considered the NASA Meatball logo. Interesting. Hello, from the UK. Good to see you here. All right, speaking of t-shirts, over at Islands of Adventure, we're looking at some t-shirts over there. The one on the right is brand new shirts. They haven't really been selling a lot of Islands of Adventure specific logo merchandise, so it's good to see stuff specifically for Islands of Adventure on sale, because usually it was just like Universal Studios logos. So I love that shirt right there too. I might want to get that shirt. And then one on the left there has been on sale for a little bit, but now has a whole new meaning if you've seen a certain movie lately. I just don't want to go. All right, so over at Universal Studios in Florida, if you've never been over to the Williams of Hollywood prop shop, I suggest stopping by there next time you're at the park, because this place always has a rotation of awesome props and things that were used in the theme parks. This is a collection of some things from the old T2 Terminator 2 3D attraction that were on sale. Prices can be actually pretty reasonable for some of the smaller items, so it's always worth it to go check out this store and see if there's any cool props from your favorite old attractions. Georgina asking if I'm going to be braving the Starflyer. It looks scary. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. I'll remember that, Georgina. I will answer that question later on in the show. You know what? Actually, I'll answer it right now. Will I be braving the Starflyer? It looks so scary. I will. I will be braving it. I've been deciding if I was going to or not, but you know what? I think I'm going to. We're talking with them right now to film a segment at some point this upcoming week there for the attraction show. This photo right here we took during a construction tour of the Starflyer. This is what the seats look like, a close look of the seats for the Starflyer. And there are two, I think they said that there are 4 points of safety for the harnesses and 2 buckles. So you can see on the orange strap there that goes across your chest will strap in the middle there. And then the bar that goes over your legs has a buckle that buckles right there at the bottom between your legs. So safety is the highest priority for this ride, of course. The tallest Starflyer in the world. I will brave this ride. You will see video of it sometime in the future. I will let you know online when I go and ride this, but I'm nervous. I don't think I've been this nervous since when I was getting ready to do Falcon's Fury at Busch Gardens. So this is going to be insane, but yes. All right. Thank you for that question, Georgina. Appreciate that. Hello, Brenda. Just catching up here on the comments here. Kira saying, me and my family are coming back in October for my 21st birthday. I'm great, Kira. Thank you for asking, and awesome. Happy early birthday. Let us know when you're in here in October. We'd love to say hi and wish you happy birthday in person, for sure. Paul says, looks okay from a distance, however, looking at the tower from the bottom, man, it's high. Yes, when I was standing there at the bottom, I was looking straight up. Ooh, looks a lot higher when you're right there next to it than from far away. It's basically right there, just as tall, if not a little taller than the Icon Orlando right next to it. All right, so moving on here. While we were there, speaking of Icon Orlando, we were there this past week for the rededication of the name from Orlando Eye to Icon Orlando. And here's some shirts that they have on sale now that are very suggestive, to say the least. The interesting line of new merchandise that they have for sale for the Icon Orlando. I guess since they dropped the Coca-Cola sponsorship, they're kind of able to get away with a little more fun shirts. So, yeah. These are just a few selection of the shirts that they have on sale. There's actually a lot of designs, surprisingly. Go to our Twitter account, you can see a lot more photos from the rededication ceremony and all the new stuff over there at the Icon Orlando. All right, so also this past week we went over to Knott's Berry Farm in California. Our West Coast reporter Tiffany filmed a segment for the attraction show for their brand new roller coaster Hang Time. This is the first and only dive coaster in California. You can see in the center photo there, the car will stop at the top there, kind of like SheiKra, Busch Gardens, and Griffin and Williamsburg. It'll stop and you'll kind of hang there, and then you'll drop down and go into the roller coaster. I was looking at the footage that Tiffany shot and the rider cam. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think this is going to be may be on this week's episode of the attraction show. So stay tuned this Thursday to see a look at Tiffany and riding Hang Time. Of course, I love Snoopy there in his little surfer outfit. All right, I'm just reading the comments here. All right, moving on here. So this, if you're a big wrestling fan, big WWE fan, you know this guy. This is the Big Show, and he was at the ESPN Wide World of Sports as well as us for the Special Olympics State Summer Games kickoff opening ceremony that happened there, as well as an announcement that the 2022 Special Olympics USA Games are going to be held in Orlando. I got to meet Big Show, such a great guy, and I have never felt so small in my entire life. Man, this is a big guy, and I'm like 6'2", so, whew. Good guy, though. And speaking of the opening ceremony, you had some jets flying over. Mickey made an appearance. The Big Show talked as well. The Flame of Hope came running in and to light the torch for the opening ceremony. It was a great, those athletes are just so inspirational to me. It was great to see them having fun, enjoying their time there. And you can see video of the opening ceremony highlights as well as the announcement over on our YouTube channel right now, so you can go and check that out. And my boss, Matt Roseboom, he is in Denver right now for IPW 2018. He's been posting a lot of photos over on our Instagram stories, so we'll talk about Instagram in a minute there, but if you want to see some photos from Denver, go check out our Instagram stories for sure. Now let's get to some comments here. Georgina also asking, do you think the new ride at SeaWorld will be ready by summer? Seen a few videos and it looks nowhere near finished. I'm back in August, September. Hope. You know what? I think it will. I think it'll be done by August, September, because it's still September. It's still summer. Summer ends around mid-September, so they've got until then to get this finished. It will not be open by early summer for sure, but I guarantee you this will be open by late summer. I've seen some recent photos, and it looks like they have the entire layout of the quote-unquote track, the water route, completely done. So I think we're building the vertical lift and the drop, and then they got a lot of vegetation to put in, I'm sure. Then, of course, put in the water. So I would imagine I think they will be done by the end of the summer. So you may get to ride it when you come down in August, September, Georgina. I have a good feeling about that for sure. Justin saying he's not going to do that Starflyer. Man, I wasn't going to do it at first either when they announced it, but the more that I was looking at it and the more that, I thought about it, I'm like, yeah, it's safe. I'll do it. I'll do it for the show. I'll do it on camera because I know people love seeing me cry and and be miserable. So we'll see. I'm not going to be miserable. I'm sure it'll be a fun time, but it's definitely going to be scary. So, Kira saying we'll be on Orlando 29th October to 13th November. Awesome. I am very excited for Toy Story Land. Yes, thanks for asking, Kira. Toy Story Land, of course, opens on June 30th of next month, actually. So I'm very excited to go to Toy Story Land because I love exploring new lands, and plus this will be the first time that my daughter Spencer is tall enough for both rides that are going to open up. So for the first time, I can ride a ride for the first time with my daughter for her first time. So we get to share our first experiences together, and I cannot wait to do that. It's going to be so much fun. I would love, crossing my fingers, I would love to be able to host the show segment for Toy Story Land with my daughter. So the two of us together in Toy Story, I think that would be a lot of fun. We'll see what happens for the opening ceremony. I think she heard me say her name. Hello? There is no sun. It's raining. Come on up here. Come say hi.
Hi. Hi.
Hi. Say hi.
Hi.
Say you heard me talking about you, huh?
It's raining.
It is raining. It's a lot of rain.
And a small flower.
You want to get your small umbrella?
Yes.
Okay, go get your umbrella. I love her. Yes, Alfred's saying, can't wait to see Toy Story Land. It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait for that either. So let's go right here to Facebook. So Facebook, you're on here right now at Attractions Magazine. If you're watching our replay, this is where you can find us. Not a lot to talk about here on Facebook. First off, this photo taken from the new Disney-style store at Disney Springs West Side. This is the old Harley-Davidson location. This is a cool photo op where you can sit in a teacup. I went to the store for the first time the other day with my mom, and I love this place. It's such a fun little store. A lot of really cool merchandise. I bought it's not often that I find t-shirts at Disney in my size, 3X, but I found one there. It was a purple shirt that says, I Speak Phoenician, with Spaceship Earth on it, and I love it. I bought it immediately. I had to get it. So, thanks everyone for saying hi to Spencer. She loves coming up and popping into the stream here. All right, so also this past week, Deal or No Deal came to Universal Orlando to hold auditions because they're bringing the show back to CNBC, and they held. Yeah, I know it's raining.
It's warm.
Yeah, why don't you? Hey, go say hi to mommy. Go get mommy. So Deal or No Deal is actually going to be filming their new season at Universal Orlando sometime later this year, but they held auditions for the new season yesterday actually at Universal Orlando. I would have loved to have gone out to audition for it. Couldn't get there because of family's things going on with my mom. But I love this show so much. I'm a huge game show fanatic, so I'm definitely going to try and go be part of the audience when they end up filming here later this year. I love when they film shows at Universal. I love that it's still a working studio. It's so cool. All right, so hey, let me know in the chat here. What is your favorite game show? Do you have a game show you would actually love to go be a part of a taping for? I got to fulfill a dream of going to a Wheel of Fortune taping last year when they filmed at Walt Disney World. I might get to go to Deal or No Deal later this year, so that'd be great. Of course, Double Dare's coming back this summer. I would love to be part of that. There's so much cool stuff. I'm just a huge game show fanatic and theme song. Speaking of theme song fanatic, if you haven't listened to our latest episode of the Expansion Drive podcast, I got to step in as host while Mike and Dee Dee were at Disneyland this week, and we did a fun game where we were guessing the 90s theme songs. So you can go back and take a listen to that. I love me some good theme songs. All right, so let's move on over to Instagram. Of course, Instagram, you can find us at Attractions Magazine. As I was mentioning earlier, my boss, Matt, is in Denver right now. So if you go follow us on Instagram and you can check out our Instagram stories, he's posting a lot of photos from his tour and all the fun stuff he's doing around Denver, Colorado. All right, so speaking of, we were talking about it earlier, Starflyer, they're still doing a lot of tests. The lighting package looks gorgeous. I love how they have lights on the seats as well. But this is just a look at it running at night. Now, daytime's one thing for me to ride this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to ride this at night, but maybe it'd be easier for me because I can't see that much because it's nighttime. I don't know, but just looking at that is just like, oh boy. Oh, I think the smallest type of ride I've been on this was Mickey's the Starflyer, or not Starflyer. This is the Starflyer. Mickey's Silly Symphony Swings over at Disney California Adventure. Oh, this is gonna be. It's gonna be fun, but scary. I know it's raining, sweetheart. And that's it for Instagram. Not much going on over at Instagram. But like I said, follow us there. Check out our Instagram stories and see a lot of fun coming out of Denver. So right now, we'll move on over to our YouTube channel. You can find us at youtube.com/attractionsmagazine. This is just a small look at some of the fun videos we posted from the past week. So check it out. All right, so a lot of fun stuff. Like I said, check out the YouTube channel to see some of the stuff from the Special Olympics games, as well as, all that fun, the POVs and things like that. We're going to start posting more videos, of course, from the Roseboom's recent trip to Europe, so you look out for those. Let's see here. Hello, Masail. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, from West Palm Beach. Thanks for tuning in. Georgina asking again, you did the Sky Coaster. You think this will be scarier? I'm not sure. I will let you know once I ride it. I think it's so hard because they're both scary in their own unique way. Because Sky Coaster, you're just strapped up to a cable basically, but this one you're sitting down on a chain. I think they're both equally scary in their own right. So I'll let you know which one was scarier when I do the Starflyer later this week. All right. Georgina, you're just asking all the questions. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And she just asked when I'm going to Disneyland Paris. It's a great time to talk about that right now. So I'm actually leaving for Disneyland Paris in less than 2 weeks, a week and a half. On Wednesday, May 30th, I'm heading out there to Disneyland Paris to go cover the Fan Days events for attractions, as well as just enjoy a nice week away from the kids. Sydney's parents are coming down to watch them. Sydney's coming with me. It's just going to be a great week-long vacation for the two of us, getting you experience Disneyland Paris for the first time. We're going to go into Paris itself for a couple of days. This is my first time ever leaving the country. This is going to be a great trip. When I'm in Paris, we will not have a weekly rewind that week. I believe the date is June 3rd. Sunday, June 3rd, we will not have a weekly rewind because I will be in Paris having fun. So we'll skip that week. We'll be back on June 10th. We'll still have weekly rewind next week, so tune in for that. I'll reiterate that we will be missing June 3rd next week as well, but might as well, since Georgina asked, let you know that June 3rd, no weekly rewind that week. But when I get back on June 10th, there'll be lots to talk about, I'm sure. So thank you guys so much for tuning in this week to the Weekly Rewind. I always love chatting with you guys in the chat here. If you're watching this on our replay on YouTube, be sure to tune in every Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our Facebook page at facebook.com/attractionsmagazine to see us live and chat with me. Nathan, I'll answer your question here real quick. Are you vlogging your Paris trip for Attractions Adventures? Yes, I am. So you'll be able to also, once Quinn's done with his current run, or upcoming run of Attractions Adventures from Europe, I will take over and do some Attraction Adventures from Disneyland Paris and Paris itself. So you'll be able to see that sometime this summer.
Daddy, it's raining.
How is it? All right. Hey, why don't you come here and help me say goodbye?
Bye.
Can you say bye?
Bye.
Say have fun.
Have fun.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Take care.